guys, thanks so much for clicking on my video. My name is Jess, and today I'm going to be trying out this Maybelline foundation. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. It's up to 24 hours. I'm not going to be testing it out for that long, probably around 8 hours. I got the color 120 Classic Ivory. I'm going to give it a go today and see how it wears throughout the day. Let's get into foundation. So before everything, before I put on my eye makeup, I use this primer by the Balm. So I like to put this on a little bit before I'm actually going to put on my foundation so that it has some time to sink in. So it's been on for maybe like 10 minutes while I was doing my eye makeup. So I'm just going to pump this out, and I'm actually going to be using a brush. This is a Sigma angled brush. It's a flat angled Kabuki F88. I'm just going to put it on the brush and then dab it everywhere. I'm just going to do like half of my face. So I actually have quite large pores on my nose and on my cheeks. So I definitely, if I'm going to be wearing foundation, I need to put on a primer that's going to help hide that. And this is going on very smoothly, and it's covering up my freckles pretty well. Like, yeah, pretty darn good. I don't have a lot of experience with like foundations in general, but I wanted to try this one out and see how it goes, because I saw online and on some YouTube videos that it's very comparable to the Huda full coverage foundation, and I don't have that or anything, but I thought that was really interesting because I picked up my foundation at Target and it was only $10, and I don't wear like a full face of foundation very often, but I'd like to have something on hand so that if I do want to do that, I have the option. And I just didn't want to be spending a lot of money, so $10 I'm okay with spending. So just first off, yeah, if you look really, really closely, you can see my freckles a little bit, but honestly, that's fine. I like my freckles. They're more like sunspots, to be honest. They just come when I'm in the sun. All right. So that looks good. Okay, cool. So I'm actually pretty happy with it. This feels like I don't have anything on, and it blended out really, really well. I think the coverage is quite nice and it feels good. You could probably like layer it up even more if you wanted, but I feel fine with the way it's looking. So it does transfer a bit like right off the bat if you're touching, so maybe don't do that. But yeah. The color match is pretty darn spot on, so that's good. All right, so looking pretty good. So my skin type is kind of combination. I get an oily T-zone, like the majority of people do. And generally it's pretty normal elsewhere. Sometimes I might get dry patches, but I've been working on that. But I do think that this looks pretty good. For someone who doesn't wear foundation very often, I think it looks, like if you look super close, of course you can see it in full detail, but I think it looks pretty natural. It looks nice. Cool. So I'll get back to you guys in a few hours. I'll try and do check-ins and see how it, you know, handles throughout the day. But so far I like the look of this. I think it looks pretty natural for like full coverage, and I'm sure you can like add it on even more. But I think it looks pretty good. feel like if you look super duper duper close, like it didn't really go onto my nose super great. But like I said, I have a pretty textured nose. I have large pores on my cheeks and my nose, so that's all right. And most people, you know, they're not gonna be like right up in my face, so that's fine. The only person that'll know will be my husband, so that's all right. But yeah, I do think it looks quite nice. So let's see how it handles. So I will see you in a few hours. Oh, and by the way, it's 12:28, so we could say 12:30, but it was probably on beforehand. But let's say 12:30 and see how far we go. Okay, see you in a few hours. Hey guys, so it's 4:30 now, and so this has been on for 4 hours, and it's actually, it's okay. Like it's focusing on my butt. I think it's all right. It is getting a little bit oily on my T-zone, but I feel like that's to be expected. And I did get itchy here, so this is a little bit gone. I'm trying my best not to like touch everywhere, but when I know I can't touch, I feel like I get an itch and then I want to touch it more. But otherwise, I think it's looking pretty good. This is just like natural lighting in my room. It is a little bit oily, but I don't really feel like I have like a cake face. It does look really oily. Like I could definitely use a blotting sheet, but otherwise it still feels really good. It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. And I'm liking it so far. It is a little bit oily, so a blotting sheet would be nice, or a little bit of powder, but it's all right. It's all good. We'll see how it goes for the rest of the night. Okay, I will check back with you when I'm ready to take this off. Hey guys, so it's past 8:30 now, so it's been on for over 8 hours at this point, and it hasn't held up super great. So as you can see, I'm pretty oily. Like I have quite a bit of oil going on in my T-zone and everything. I ate dinner and it was a little bit spicy, so my nose is running, and I was wiping up my nose a bit, so you could see that it's kind of gone away from there, but like this whole area is pretty greasy. But it feels good on. Like it felt like I was wearing nothing at all during the day, so that was good. And I took out the bottle to read, and it says 24-hour wear. I wouldn't say that. Seamless matte finish. It did dry down matte, but it's definitely not matte anymore. Breathable and comfortable. Yeah, I agree with that. Fade and transfer resistant. No, I definitely don't agree with that. When I first put it on, like you were able to see. Now I'm just pretty oily though, so you can't really, but like I said, like I just kind of wiped my nose a bit and I was a little bit itchy, so when I scratched that area, it kind of came off. So I wouldn't really say, but I feel like that's probably true for most. If you're gonna be rubbing, it's gonna go away. Oil-free, doesn't clog pores. Hopefully, we'll see if I break out from it, but otherwise, I think that it looked pretty good during the day. I do definitely look oily by this point, but that's all right. If I was to use like blotting sheets or powder, I feel like it would be okay too. So I'm definitely gonna try it out again with like using blotting sheets and powder throughout the day, so we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, that is how it went for the first day for 8 hours. So let's get out of this lighting because it's not being my friend. Okay, so that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to keep hanging out with me, please subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.